Hello, everyone in Yorktown. This is the American Legion, Post 1009. We know that the parade is canceled this year, but our members are here and will be here, working behind the scenes all the time, taking care of veterans, and don't you forget them.
For Memorial Day, we know the parade's canceled, so we've put together this little video for you to see the monuments and learn about the veterans and the sacrifices made by them in Yorktown.
See you next year!
The 2020 Yorktown Memorial Day Parade has been canceled to keep everyone safe during this coronavirus pandemic in our community. Every year, hundreds of children and adults take part in this parade, taking time to honor those Americans who never returned home from America's wars and conflicts around the world. The members of Yorktown American Legion Post 1009 have put together this virtual Memorial Day Parade of Yorktown's monuments and memorials in the hope that everyone can remain safely at home while remembering all those who died in the service of their country. St. Mary's Episcopal Church, World War Memorial. St. Mary's Church is the last remnant of the famous Mohegan Lake School, a military academy for boys that turned out some of the leaders of the day. As early as 1880 until 1934, Mohegan Lake School produced such thinkers as Robert Moses, the architect of much of modern New York, and several Rockefellers. This memorial lists 9 school graduates who made the supreme sacrifice during the World War. The Vietnam War Memorial at Lakeland High School. This memorial is located past the front school entrance, near the entrance to the track and fields. The monument reads, in memory of those Lakeland students who made the supreme sacrifice. The 5 names on the monument were all casualties during the Vietnam War. Michael Amato, Robert Gillen, John Lockhart, Roy Swed, Robert Vinskotsky. Shrub Oak Honor Roll. This monument is located along East Main Street in Shrub Oak on the property of the John C. Hart Library. The monument was originally dedicated on May 13, 1945, to honor those Shrub Oak residents who served during World War II. The original monument was destroyed by a falling tree in a storm, and a group of dedicated residents replaced and updated the monument. The new monument was dedicated on May 20, 2000. The updated monument includes the names of Shrub Oak veterans who served during the Korean War and Vietnam Wars. Revolutionary War grave at the First Presbyterian Church of Yorktown Cemetery. The Churchyard Cemetery overlooks Route 202 at Route 132. The large monument marks the burial place of Colonel Christopher Green and Major Ebenezer Flagg. They commanded the 1st Rhode Island Regiment of the Continental Army. They were white. The enlisted men of the regiment were black slaves who were promised freedom in return for enlisting. The relatively small Battle of Pines Bridge, a nearby crossing point of the Croat River, included fighting at the Davenport House, where these officers and many of their soldiers died. To the right of this monument is the Black Soldiers of 1st Rhode Island Regiment Monument. This monument was erected in 1982 to recognize those black soldiers who were killed in the Battle of Pines Bridge with Colonel Green and Major Flagg, but who were never previously recognized. Vietnam War Memorial at Yorktown High School. The monument is in front of the flagpole adjacent to Yorktown High School's entrance doors. Between June 1967 and February 1968, 5 graduates of Yorktown High School died during the war in Vietnam. Daniel Nutley, Michael Romano, Louis Sapino, Stephen Smith, and John Murphy. In June 1968, this monument was dedicated to their memory. 3 additional graduates died in 1970 and 71, and their names, Craig Barry, Gerald Welsh, and Sewell Lawrence, were added to the monument. Vietnam War Monument at the Mildred E. Strang Middle School in Yorktown. The monument is in the planting bed in front of the school entrance. It reads, "In honor of the men and women of Yorktown who served in the Vietnam War." Little is known about the monument. It was overgrown for several years, and 10 years ago was cleaned up and rediscovered and rededicated. Major Clayton Carpenter Memorial Highway, which is on Route 118 between Route 202 and Town Hall at Underhill Avenue. This was dedicated September 16, 2017, in memory of the 2001 graduate of Lakeland High School, Major Clayton Carpenter, who was with the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment when he was killed in a Black Hawk helicopter crash on January 15, 2014, near Savannah, Georgia. Patriots Park at Yorktown Town Hall. In 2017, the plaza in front of Yorktown's Town Hall was redesigned and the war monuments were moved to Patriots Park behind the parking area of Town Hall. In 2017, Patriots Park was updated with 6 flagpoles for each flag of the military services as well as the Merchant Marines, a new flagpole in the center for the U.S. flag, and the original war monuments from in front of Town Hall. Yorktown's World War I Monument, dedicated in 1919 by the town of Yorktown on a block of Mohegan Quarry granite. The monument names the 86 men and 2 women from town who served during the war. The monument was originally at the intersection of Route 202 and Granite Springs Road from 1919 until Yorktown Town Hall was built. Yorktown's World War II Monument, dedicated in 1952 in front of Town Hall. It reads, "In memory of those who gave their lives and in honor of those who served in World War II." In 2017, the town moved all war monuments from in front of Town Hall to Patriots Park. Yorktown's Korean War and Vietnam War Monument, dedicated November 11, 1968, in front of Town Hall, and dedicated to the men of Yorktown who served with honor and courage in the Korean and Vietnam Wars. To those who gave their lives, we are particularly indebted for their supreme sacrifice and established this memorial in tribute. With the additions of the flagpoles flying the ensigns of the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and World War II Merchant Marines, it was fitting in 2019 that the Garden Club of Yorktown installed and dedicated this Blue Star Memorial Byway Monument to honor those who have served, are serving, and will serve in the armed forces of the United States of America. The plaque is attached to a Revolutionary-era millstone, which was recovered from a Revolutionary War encampment behind the French Hill School on Baldwin Road. The Yorktown community dedicated a memorial tree in 2011 in memory of Yorktown's own Army Specialist David R. Fahey, Jr., who was killed at age 23 by an explosive device on February 28, 2011, in Kandahar Province, Afghanistan. A New York State bridge over the New Croton Reservoir on Route 129 between Hunterbrook Road and Croton Avenue was also dedicated in his honor before Memorial Day 2016. Battle of Pines Bridge Monument, Railroad Park on Commerce Street in Yorktown. Dedicated May 11, 2019 by the town of Yorktown, the Yorktown Chamber of Commerce, and the Yorktown Historical Society, the monument commemorates the soldiers who sacrificed their lives defending the Pines Bridge Pass over the Croton River during the Revolutionary War. The 1st Rhode Island Regiment, under Colonel Christopher Green, was comprised of African Americans, Native Americans, as well as European American settlers. This monument reflects that diversity and is the first Revolutionary War memorial to depict all 3 races together in combat. Veterans Commemorative Park on Veterans Road in front of Yorktown American Legion Post 1009. The park surrounds the flagpole adjacent to the building and contains 500 engraved bricks honoring veterans of the Yorktown community who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. These engraved commemorative bricks allow families to honor the veterans in their family, living or deceased. This innovative program allows this American Legion post to raise funds, which are then donated to local veteran-related charities. As of Memorial Day 2019, over $24,000 have been raised and donated to these charities in the past 6 years. The plaza contains bricks honoring veterans of the Civil War by name, as well as a local young lady who is currently serving in the United States Marine Corps. Flags in. Yorktown's local cemeteries may not look like Arlington National Cemetery, but every Memorial Day, Yorktown's American Legion post ensures each veteran's grave is decorated with a new U.S. flag. Over 625 graves will be decorated in 2020. With beautiful flags over these veterans' final resting places and monuments, we pause on Memorial Day to remember those lost in America's wars and conflicts.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting